This is Joanne Tan of 10 Plus Brand. Likable, ambitious, brilliant? If yes, you may be a leader. If a woman leader, times 3. A brief case study of 6 famous women: Barbara Bush, Michele Obama, Hilary Clinton, Kamala Harris, Liz Cheney, and Nancy Pelosi. I will rate the top 2 or 3 for the first 2 categories of ambition and brilliance. 3 of them are ambitious: Hilary Clinton, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi. Michele Obama repeatedly said that she would never run for president in spite of her popularity. This has made her more likable. 3 of them are brilliant: Nancy Pelosi, Hilary Clinton, Michele Obama. Kamala Harris is at best a party liner. Her luck of riding on the Biden bus has carried her to VP, but not on her own merit and absolutely not based on her own power of mind or wisdom. 4 of them are likable, personally, not measured by political partisanship: Barbara Bush, Michele Obama, Liz Cheney, and Nancy Pelosi. Hilary Clinton is not likable, even though I voted for her, due to her not being personable or relatable, arrogance or pomp, and putting her ambition above values in some cases. Kamala Harris is not likable because of her lack of substance, both as a person and as a politician. She is at best a symbolic image for minority women's political advancement, but she could only go so far with her career advancement, benefiting to some extent from the privileges as former lover of Willie Brown and protege of Joe Biden. Her track record as the Attorney General in California is just very average. Her political stand is sometimes inconsistent. Barbara Bush is highly likable because she's such a rare gem, symbolizing personal devotion and selfless love for her husband and family. Just think of it. How many of us can proudly and lovingly claim, "I married the first man I ever kissed," and got into a competition with her husband about who loves the other more? George H.W. won by dying after her and put these words on his tombstone, quote, "He loved Barbara very much," unquote. She lived a simple but not simple life with wholesomeness, faith, character, love. She commands respect. Liz Cheney does not rank on the top for either brilliance or ambition, but she's respected for her unwavering belief in and undaunting fight for democracy, even at the cost of her re-election. Whether you're Republican or Democrat, her power of character is not deniable. Michele Obama is likable because of her authenticity, values, non-threatening intelligence, and not alienating social background. Her choice of not running for high office has protected her against much viciousness, hatred, and injustice. Disregarding politics, Nancy Pelosi is a wholesome, courageous, faithful, brilliant, skillful, passionate, and compassionate person. At the end of her daughter's documentary, Pelosi in the House, Nancy quoted a saying that perfectly summarized her career and her character. When someone dies and faces God's question, "Where is your wound? Isn't there something worth fighting for during your life on earth?" She has won the hearts and souls of so many, not because she wanted to self-anoint as the first but not the last, said Kamala, not because she was always viewing herself as the role model for women, as Hilary, but because she always regarded and performed her work and her roles as a sacred responsibility for her beloved America, democracy, and God. She described herself as a workhorse. Nancy Pelosi is the only woman among the 6 who scores high in all 3 categories: ambition, brilliance, likability. But that's not enough. For a woman to succeed in a high position, she has to work 3 times harder than men. As she said in the documentary, you just cannot be tired. My hat off to Nancy Pelosi. Thank you, Nancy, for being a true role model for all men, women, independents, Democrats, Republicans. As the GOP House Speaker John Boehner tearfully said, quote, game recognizes game, unquote. In brand building, if anyone asks me about a truly powerful and authentic personal brand, Nancy Pelosi is my perfect example, a wholesome illustration of standing for something with conviction, passion, intelligence, and integrity. Like what you heard? Please share, unless you want Kamala Harris to be our next president. Thank you.